Warning: the following video contains explicit language which may be offensive to some viewers or inappropriate for children. The content within this video is intended for mature audiences only.
Hello and welcome to this video. I hope everyone's doing well, hope everyone is having fun, and I hope the universe is treating you properly. I found that on October 1st I did this type of video explaining upcoming stuff. I had been in previous months doing it about the middle of the month, either the second or third week, but I have thinking about it. By doing it on the 1st, I can lay out the next month and a half, whatever, and there's not really playing any catch up. I don't have to worry about anything, referring to anything that might spoil anything or refer to anything that may or may not be coming up. So I figured we'll try it again and we'll do November 1st and kind of give the game plan for November. What I plan on doing is I want to finish out the Dune in My Own Words series. Those might bleed into December just simply because, and I've said it in the videos, the Dune videos, that there's a huge amount of stuff to unpack. And I want to throw out enough to kind of tempt you to read the book, but without spoiling it. Plus, another thing I want to do is do kind of random videos throughout the month. And what I want to do is like the Big Finish audio dramas. Because those are done. They're the perfect bite-sized things. They give you enough of a story to do multiple videos, but at the same time, you have chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, whatever of a particular story, and you can do an entire chapter, in one video, and they break them up. I probably won't be getting around. I want to get back into doing the Welcome to Night Vale videos. But as it stands right now, I probably won't be getting into those till after the first of the year. I know I keep promising, but trust me, I am trying hard. Now, the Big Finish stuff, I don't know if I want to make that its own playlist. And just, sprinkle it through the month. I don't know. I'm going to start with The Diary of River Song. For those people that are not Doctor Who fans, River Song was created as a censor-friendly Bernice Summerfield. Bernice Summerfield and River Song share a lot of DNA, as far as creative DNA. Like I said in one of my Lovecraft videos, Bernice Summerfield is a early to mid 40s divorcee, pansexual, nymphomaniac, archaeologist, time traveler. Which, she's owned by Big Finish. She is a Big Finish creation. And Big Finish was not going to let the BBC water her down for consumption on TV. But they worked Big Finish and the BBC worked together, and they came up with River Song. Alex Kingston was cast in the role, and boy, does she owns it. That is her. That is, of all the stuff she's been in, like ER and other shows, this is probably her, in my opinion, her best thing she's done. And in the Big Finish audios, she owns it. She is Doctor Who adjacent. However, the Diary of River Song audio dramas, you don't have to have a PhD in Doctor Who in order to enjoy them. Some of the first ones, I want to say 3 or 4 audio adventures, they do the fan service of pairing her up with the different doctors. Pure fan service. They're good stories. Don't get me wrong, they are good stories. But they're fan service. We're gonna knock these out here up front so we can get into the good stuff, to the solo stories. And they do a good job. There's 12 audio classics. I think there are 4 or 5 chapters in each one. So, you know, I've got material there. Plus, I've just started a new one called The Death and Life of River Song. And in August, well, this past August, they released the 3rd one. I don't know how many they're going to do in this series. I just did the direct download for the first one, and it is just, Alex Kingston owns this. I mean, this is her character. And I may throw some more Doctor Who stuff in, but if I do Doctor Who, if I decide to do Doctor Who, I may make that its own playlist, just simply because of the structure. And if you're not a Doctor Who fan, or you don't feel you have the background to enjoy the audios, I may put them on their own separate little playlist. I don't know yet. It's 6 one way, half a dozen the other. I will probably do the River Song, because it's Doctor Who adjacent, on the Genx. And I may anything that is Doctor Who adjacent, I will probably do on the Genx, except maybe there's a series called Gallifrey, which takes place on the Doctor's homeworld, and those are Doctor Who adjacent, but you kind of have to know what's going on and what happened in the classic era of Doctor Who it's not a must. You don't have to know it, but it gives it that much more flavor, that much more depth, if you do. So I don't know. I may do that on it in a Doctor Who playlist. I don't know yet. So far things are looking good. Getting all this stuff done and knocked out. YouTube is giving me a little bit of grief because I am so far out on getting stuff up in advance that it took me, the other day I was uploading one of the comic book videos. I believe it was the compilation, the Arkham Asylum compilation, it's like 53, 54 minutes. Took 6.5 hours to upload. Yeah, I think YouTube might be tired of my shit, but yeah, it is what it is. But by doing these so far out, what this does, it allows me to take my time and plan things. Lets me look at what I have written, like novels, novellas, short stories, movies, TV shows, comic books, whatever's floating around, whatever catches my fancy. I don't have to worry about having something done next week to get it up. I can just go, yeah, okay, why don't we research this Star Wars Andor thing, or this, Boardwalk Empire thing, let's do some, because I've got the time, I've got the videos in place, which I hope you're enjoying. I hope you're enjoying the videos as they come online. As of right now, the main Genx line is going to be on Tuesdays. I don't see that changing, and if it's going to change, I'll let you know before I change it. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. There's some online stuff coming up that I want to do. I might do like a video game playlist. I did some Borderlands stuff on this playlist, on the Genx playlist, and it was filler. I had a bunch of stuff going on. I wasn't able to do videos, so when I was doing those, they were filler episodes. But I was thinking, even though I'm a very limited person in my video game playing. I play Fallout games minus Fallout 76, and I play BioShock games and Minecraft. It is an immensely small, as far as gamers go, and I'm not really a gamer. I game at it. I'm what they call a tourist. What my wife calls tourists. My wife is a gamer. That, she has 9 gajillion thousand games, that she knows all the lore and all the stuff that goes with those games, and it's kind of crazy. Gotta rearrange my desktop real quick. It's kind of crazy. But it works out. See what else. Plus, by having so many videos done in advance, uploaded and pre-scheduled to go live, if I get sick, if I just get burned out and say screw it for a couple weeks, I can do that, and you guys aren't affected by it. The way I had been doing it before, if something happened, you guys had to suffer. Which I'm trying to avoid. I'm trying to get things in place to avoid that. Plus, I got other duties. I've got mowing and yard work and dead trees, 2.5 acres to take care of. So yeah, having this little buffer works, helps me out, and gives you guys something to look forward to. I'm going to try to do this, like I said, try to do it after the realization hit my thick little brain, made its way through the tons and tons of concrete that suffices as my skull, to go ahead and do this video on the first. I'm We tried December 1st, January 1st. January 1st may not be a thing. That's a holiday. And I may do it like January 2nd. I mean, if that makes any sense. I hope it does. But, yeah. So, yeah, we'll get that done. There's some more comics I plan on doing. It's a Wonder Woman comic. Alan Moore. Alan Moore has a comic, or did a comic called Lost Girls. And everything I've read on it is people either extremely hate it, I mean with like pitchfork and torches hate it, or they love it and revere it like the Bible. No middle ground. So that's kind of got my interest. I may have to pick up a copy of that and read it, just to see. Because Alan Moore is a weird he's a weird bird. He's kind of that, he enjoys making the status quo uncomfortable, which I'm down for. It's Avatar Press, like the Neonomicon and Providence Compendium, so he doesn't have the restrictions that DC or Marvel Comics would place on his vision. Plus, they got some damn good artists over at Avatar. If you've watched the videos that I've done on the Neonomicon and the Providence Compendium, there's some the art, the graphics that I have swirling around. It's just some awesome art. They have some damn good artists over there. What else for November? The Dune. Like I said, I think Dune will probably bleed off into December, just because like God Emperor Doom is going to be at least 2 videos, maybe 3 or 4. Heretics is going to be 2 minimum. Chapter House is going to be 2, maybe 3 minimum. There's just so much to unpack there. So yeah, we may be looking November, December, January with just kind of like extra content thrown in just random days. That's another thing. The stuff on Tuesdays, I'm going to try to get it where you can count on this Tuesday. Tuesday at 15 minutes after midnight Central Standard Time, East Texas, this video is coming live. Now, anything else besides Tuesdays are just going to be in there random. You're going to be doing something, it's going to pop up and go, hey, by the way, new video. So, and I kind of like that, just because the way my brain is, for everything I do that's scheduled, ordered, listed, I have to counterbalance it with some crazy chaotic nonsense over here. So yeah, it's just the way my brain works. The way whoever put my brain together, that's the way they put it together for me. I just got to deal with it. I'm going to go ahead and let you all guys go. Let you get back to doing important things. And as always, remember to be a good human, to be good to other humans. Peace.
Hey, it's 10 p.m. Do you know where your children are?